What's good? Welcome back to the channel. So, this is a topic that I just wrapped my mind around and why it works. And a lot of men will actually benefit from what I'm about to tell you or explain to you. And that is spontaneous desire versus responsive desire. So, a lot of women naturally have responsive desire. That's why they want the male to cold approach. They want everything to happen to them. And then even initiating in the bedroom. And that's the main point I want to make or talk about. But before we get into that, spontaneous desire is usually what I've noticed. It's not as natural, but it's when the woman does the cold approaching. The woman says, hey, let me give you head, in public or something like that. She's the one initiating. And of course, the thing is, here's the thing. Women know this, right? But yet society has brought a script, right, saying, oh no, that's not woman-like at all. Oh, good girls don't do that. But the truth is, it makes their man happy, and they know this, right? And women are stereotypically known for gatekeeping, right? They gatekeep sex, they gatekeep compliments or whatever. When was the last time a man got flowers, right? That's the point I'm making. It's not just about sex, but just it's empathy, right? Women lack empathy. They fail to take accountability. That's my new saying, or that's my quote that I've been rocking for a while. And it's true. It all boils down to this: spontaneous versus responsive. So here's the thing with spontaneous women. They're not as loyal, right? They're pretty impulsive. They're the ones that are more of the entertainers. They're the ones that are the workers, right? And if they're just a normal girl, then she's more prone to cheat, right? Because she's very impulsive. You can't really keep her out of your sight for too long without, especially if she's good looking, someone else is going to talk to her and boom, like that. Also, they're always in need to do something, right? Every day is an adventure. And for us introverts, we don't like that at all. We don't want a woman that's trying to go out, do things every single day, especially just men just trying to get their life in order, trying to get their bags. It just doesn't work, right? So, but those are the women that we need in our lives because, number one, they validate us, make us, and when they're spontaneous, we don't have to focus too much on the initiation process, which makes the relationship better because now it's like, okay, now I don't have to focus on, I can provide better for you because you're able to get the hard part out the way versus the responsive desire where you have to pull teeth. It's like, do you want to go on a date? Like, you have to try to read her mind, right? Read her mind. But, the true boss players, they know what to say, they know what to do. They know how to do all of that without going through all that. I'm talking about the ones that don't pay, right? But it's still time consuming, right? That's why people, especially high successful men, that's why they pay. Because you're just saving time and mental just energy being drained with dealing with that. That's why a lot of marriages, from what I'm reading, they go stale because the men realizes like this whole time I've the only one that been wanting sex, right? And then she's just like laying on her back like a starfish, or just in general the sex isn't good. And yeah, it's boring, and I'm losing interest, I'm losing desire over her. And that's why men go and cheat. And I'm not a fan of cheating at all. I don't like cheating. Um, but yeah, it's like that is the reason. It's because of these two variables, whether she's spontaneous or responsive. Let me give another example of responsive. So yeah, they're the ones that usually they are the what goes through their mind is it's like they don't want. It's a lot to deal with empathy. I'm kind of repeating myself, but not really. Bear with me. So when they're talking to a man, they're like, okay, let me cook this guy food. Let me they're doing everything except talking about what the man actually wants. Doing everything else, right? And then the thing is, it's like, okay, what is this man's situation all about? What did he find in me that made me draw closer to him? What was the reason? It's not just all about me. That's how they should be thinking, right? But with the spontaneous women, it's like, and it's usually, I feel like they probably got to that point through training. Someone trained them. And, or they got heartbroken and they decided to do their own research on how to keep a man and all this other stuff. And, but the thing with that is, that's very short lived. It's, I'll do it once and then that's it. It's not like with men, we figure out what works for us and then we keep it going. Okay, that worked. All right, keep that in a playbook. Oh, this worked. All right. Oh, that didn't work. All right, let's not do that ever again. With women, it's like, okay, that worked. Now I'm set for life. That's not the case at all. With men, it's like, okay, what happened to, it's just how we're wired, biologically wired. And with that being said, us men, we gotta realize that and just swallow our pride, swallow our ego, realize the situation we're in, especially if we're in a relationship. If you're already married, you're kind of already fucked. Um, sorry. Sorry for telling you the truth. But yeah, if you're dating or if you're thinking about taking a chick serious, you gotta realize which one your chick is, right? Also, I suggest having them take the MBTI, Myers-Briggs personality test. See what kind of chick she is, and then you'll be able to. Just from the introvert and extrovert alone, you'll be able to tell what kind of woman she is and how to approach. But yeah, that's really it. You guys keep it easy. Peace.